Hey everyone, this is Steven over at Hey Remodelers, and I just did a training for all of you, and it was a little bit blurry for some, and I'm upset to hear that. So what I decided to do was I'm creating this video right now. Should be crystal clear, and I'm going to run through the whole training again. So instead of sending out that, I will send out the replay. If you want to go back just to reference something, you have that, but follow this video because it's going to be nice and clear and it'll be easier to follow. So basically the training today, we're going to go over a game plan for the coronavirus. Everything, it's a tough time in our country right now, so there's a lot of unknowns. I do have a simple game plan that you can follow. We'll go over how to do virtual estimates. I'm going to show you how to set up a simple Facebook ad. We'll actually jump right into Facebook and we'll go over that. And then I do have a free coronavirus social media post that you can use and template. And then, since no one is live here, I'm not going to answer any questions. So the way the training works is 45 minutes of training, about 30 to 45 minutes of training, over the shoulder type training. I don't just go through slides. It's actually, I'll jump into Facebook and show you exactly how to use everything. And the best way is to watch me do it, watch it once, and then go back, watch the replay, and then follow my instructions. And it's good to just unplug from everything just so you could pay attention at the moment. So a quick info about myself. My name's Steven Alberts. I own Hey Remodelers, and we only work with kitchen and bath remodelers and countertop companies. I've been doing this for a long time, about 10 years of marketing. Used to work with all different types of companies, plumbers, roofers. The last couple of years, I've really just focused on kitchen and bath remodelers and countertop companies. So I know your industry pretty good. Back in the day, my father actually created countertops in Formica countertops. So, a little bit different than what's popular today. But, I did work back, but that was in like the 80s and 90s. So I have a lot of, have some experience in working with my hands. It's not just all this tech stuff. And my kids are home because mostly everyone's home at this today and this time period. So you could hear them at some point. Mason and Lola, and my wife is Lisa. So let's get started. So the game plan is, you need to continue to get estimates because we don't know how long this is going to last. Is it going to last, another couple of weeks, a month, or is it going to last 3 months? We have no idea. So you need to keep getting estimates. You need to fill up that pipeline because some people will want you to do work now. Some are not going to want you in their house, and they're going to want it done, maybe in the summer, in the fall, whenever it is. So you got to keep that pipeline full. Now, you also have to market yourself. It's weird to talk about marketing right now because of what's going on, but a lot of your competitors are going to pull back. They're not going to market. They're not going to do anything right now. So, and I hate to say opportunity because it's just a weird time to say that, but there really is, there is an opportunity out there where you don't have to spend a ton. I'm going to show you how to do it for $3 a day, but spend a little, get your name out there, get pictures of your projects so people can see that online because people are home right now. So we'll go over all that. Now, the part of the game plan is to get more appointments. So you have to see if you're an essential business. Now, I talked to someone in Georgia yesterday. They're considered essential business. My client in North Carolina, they're an essential business. Texas. So there's, again, not to say anything's good about this situation, but the good news in your industry is in a lot of states you're considered an essential business. People need, a countertop to complete their kitchen. They need their bathroom to be completed. That's an essential, part of their lives. So, that is good news that most of you probably are essential businesses. Now, what my clients are doing, they're limiting their showroom hours. It's going to be appointment only. A couple have already started doing virtual estimates, and I'll go over that. And again, they're just filling that pipeline. So when this clears, they have projects. Now let's jump into, let me go here. Oops. So the second part of the game plan is the marketing. You want to promote your business on Facebook and on Instagram, because people are online right now. They're bored, or they're home right now and they're online. They're bored. They don't know what to do. They pull out their phones and they're on Facebook and Instagram all day. And I saw an interesting stat not too long ago, maybe it was last week or this week, I don't even remember, but Facebook was saying that the increase of traffic is like 10 times of what they used to get. So they're trying to figure out how to even handle all of that, because there's so many more people going on the platform. So I'm going to show you how to promote a post for $3 to $5 a day. I'll show you how to target homeowners. What I usually recommend is putting one ad out there a week, and just keeping it fresh, and I'll go through all of that. So let's talk about virtual estimates. Now, what you want to do is a video estimate. The best way to do that is, there's 3 apps: FaceTime, Skype, and Google Duo. And I have, let me just pull this up here. What I have over here, and I'll send this out, is a blog post going through the whole virtual estimate process. So, it kind of takes you through everything. I have training videos and all of that. So definitely check that out. You'll get that. But what you want to do is download the 3 apps. FaceTime, that's any Apple product talking to an Apple product. So if you have an iPhone and your potential customer has an iPad, you could talk to them through FaceTime. Skype works with any devices, so you could talk to anything really. It's a little bit harder to set up. And then Google Duo is more popular. It's like the FaceTime for Android devices, but you can use it on an Apple device also. So download all of them, because you don't know what your customer is going to have. And also run through them. Don't let it be your first time that you're ever using them. Run through them all, get used to them, do it with a friend, a family member, and, just get used to using them. So get all those apps. The second thing you want to do is use an online scheduler. Now, Calendly is free. I actually use it for my business. If you go here, this is what Calendly looks like. You can pick a date, and you pick an appointment right on my calendar. I do use the paid version, but you could totally use the free version. It's really, I love it. I've been using it for a long time. I used to use the free version for probably years, and then recently I upgraded to the paid version. So set up a calendar, and let these people book appointments through the calendar. It's going to make it easy for you. It's going to make it easier for them. And even after this passes, continue to use it, because having an online scheduler just makes your life easier. So check out Calendly. Again, in that blog post, I go over how to set it up. Then there's a handout that's also, I'll send out to you, which I created, and you send this to your customers. So someone books an appointment for a virtual estimate, you send them this handout, and it tells them exactly what to do with all of these apps. So they might say, I want to use FaceTime, I want to use Skype, whatever it is. It's instructions on how to use it. So, on their end, there's no questions. It's very easy to follow. It's unbranded, so you could just send it to them and have them follow that. So let's jump back in here. You're going to do the estimate. Do the estimate. Again, it's going to be a video estimate. Measurements aren't going to be easy. It's not going to be the easiest thing. But what it is going to do, it's going to connect you better with your prospect rather than just calling them on the phone. I mean, there's nothing beats face-to-face. This is the next best thing. So, your competitors probably aren't doing this where you are. So, you do this video estimate, you meet them, you have this connection. Now, whether you do the work right away or you do it down the road, they're going to remember you. They're going to remember that you did a video estimate with them. It's like you already met them. So, you stand out a little bit from your competitors because you're doing this. It's a good experience for them, and, it'll hopefully get you some projects lined up. Now, you want to keep track of all these leads, because if you don't, they might disappear. So, again, people don't want other people in their homes right now. Not everyone, but a lot of people. So, in that case, you got to hold on to these leads. You got to follow up with them down the road. You don't need like a super fancy CRM system to track leads. You could use a spreadsheet with the name, phone number, email, project details, and then a project date, and just have a big list and follow up with them when this clears, or just keep in touch with them. So again, to run down it real quick, you're going to download these apps on your phone, get used to them. You want to download all of them because you don't know what your potential customer is going to use. Get an online scheduler like Calendly. It's free. Send the customer my handout that I'm going to send you. They'll know how to use these apps then. Do the estimate, keep tracks of the leads. And again, that's all laid out in this blog post, so you could just follow through. I even created videos on how to use FaceTime, how to use Google Duo, and how to use Skype. Just in case you're not familiar with them, just watch the quick video and I'll demonstrate exactly how to use them. So that is that. Let's jump back over here. All right, so the next part is doing some marketing, creating a Facebook ad. Now, this is where I'm going to jump into Facebook and show you exactly how to do it. Now, Facebook ads, it's going to be separate from your personal account. So you have a business Facebook page. You need a business Facebook page in order to run Facebook ads. You already have a personal account because you can't create a business page without it. So in your business page, you're either going to go to the Ads Manager link, or you're going to go to this link right here, and I'll send them both out to you. And you got to set up a Facebook ads account. I'm not going to go through how to do that because it's pretty simple to do. Facebook makes it very easy. They're going to want your billing info. You can't really get that far without putting that in, so put that in and set that all up. Now let's jump over to Facebook, and I'm going to show you how to create an ad. All right, so sometimes Facebook gives me an issue, so I do have some slides just in case this, does give me an issue, but we should be good. So you're going to set up your Facebook ads account and you're going to log in. It's going to look something like this. Now, you won't have any campaigns running, or maybe you do, so you might not see this on the bottom here. And I'm not going to go through every feature in here because there is a lot going on. It's, I don't want to confuse you too much, but basically, this is your ads manager. If you click on this, you open up this, the only tab you really have to worry about right now is the billing. You got to get your billing set up because if you don't, they're not going to run your ads. So set that up. Don't worry about any of these. I will have future trainings where we dig into these a little bit more, but you don't have to worry about that right now. So Facebook is set up. I'm going to take a quick sip of water here. Facebook is set up in 3 different levels. So it's the campaign level, and that's the objective of the campaign. So you might want to get more website traffic. Maybe you want to show someone a video. Maybe you want to get a lead directly on Facebook. So there's different objectives. Now below that, so you have your objective. I want to send traffic to my website. Then you have your ad set where you set up your targeting. So I want to send people traffic to my website, and in my ad set, I'm going to say who I want to send it to. So homeowners, maybe they're in the Tampa area, maybe they're age 30 to 65 plus, and whatever else there is. So I'll show you how to set that all up. And then the last level is the actual ad. So I'm going to send traffic to my website, campaign level. These people are going to be homeowners in Tampa. Ad set level, these homeowners are going to see this ad, and that's just the ad level. So that's how it's broken down. Now let's jump into here and let's just create an ad. So what you're going to do is, again, your screen might look a little bit different. Facebook's always changing it. They have different flavors of this, so you might see something where mine looks a little bit different. Unfortunately, it's impossible to know what they're doing. But hopefully it does look like this. So what you're going to do is click on Create. It's going to pop open the screen right here. And these are those 3 levels. So it's campaign level, ad set level, ad level. Now, these are the objectives that I was talking about. So traffic, you're sending traffic to your website. Video views, you're showing them a video and then you can send traffic to your website. Lead generation, you're collecting leads on Facebook or Instagram, which works pretty nicely if set up correctly. And then messages, you're showing them an ad and then they can send you a message in Facebook Messenger. Now with my countertop clients, these usually work the best. Traffic, video views, lead generation, and messages. I usually don't use any of these other objectives here. So traffic is the easiest to set up, so it's good to set this up, get used to it. Then again, I might have a future training on how to set up lead generation because that works really nicely. Videos, people love video, so that's nice to set up. And then those messenger ads actually work pretty nice too. So we're going to pick traffic. I'm going to name this, I'm just going to name it Test Campaign 3. This stuff, if it's anything selected here, just turn it off. You don't need any of this stuff right here. Now the ad set level, I'm going to say homeowners because that's going to be my targeting. I can even say homeowners Tampa. And this is just all internal stuff. This is only things that you will see. No one else is going to see this. And then add, I'm going to just name it add 1. Now click save to draft. Oh, let me show you something real quick. I should have showed you this before. Your screen might look like this. So if it does, click on switch to quick creation because I think it's a little bit easier to do it in the other screen. So again, I wish I would have showed you this first because most likely your screen's going to look like this. Just click on here and then you're going to see this. So let me just put this in again. Homeowners. Okay. No. Screwed that up. Okay, click save the draft. So then it's going to save it to your account. It's not live yet. It's just going to save it to your account. Now you can see here, I have my campaign, sending traffic to my website, to homeowners, and then here's my ad. So you're going to just click in here. It's going to bring you right to this homeowners 3. That's what mine's called. And you're going to click on edit. Now that's going to pop open this screen, and then we'll go through this whole screen right here. So this is all your targeting. So at the top you have your name right here. It has what you're going to do. So again, sending traffic to my website. Don't worry about any of that stuff right there. As I go down, by default, it's going to set it at $20 a day, but you should adjust that. You could do $3 a day. You can actually even do $1 a day. If you just want to, play with this, get used to it, set it $1 a day and see what happens. That's how Facebook does their budget. It's a daily budget. You can set the time period, but I usually just leave this as is. As I scroll down here, I'm going to pick some of my targeting. So here is the location. So I'm going to say Tampa. Oops. So type in your city, your town, and then you can adjust the radius right here. This is the best way that I like to target because if you're just going to put in a bunch of towns, it's not going to get everyone. So this gets everyone in this location right here. Another tip is people living or recently in this location, drop that down and click people living in this location. You only want people living there. You don't care about if someone went there for a vacation and now they're, in New York or wherever they are. All right, so you got your geo set. Age that usually works best for us is age 30 to 65 plus. So you can select that. And you can see over here, this is your audience side. So it's 2 million right now. As we add stuff, it's just going to get smaller and smaller. Typically, you want an audience that's about 10,000 people to maybe 200,000, 300,000. That's a good size audience. You don't want an audience of 1,000 people and you don't want one of 1 million. It's just too small or too big. So 30 to 65, all female and male. And now some interests. So a good interest, you used to be able to put in homeowners. Unfortunately, you can't do that anymore. Facebook took it away. But you could do home improvement. You do home improvement, pick the interest right here. So see, it knocked it down. I think it was 2 million, and now it's 700,000. So you can see how it knocks it down. So narrow the audience again. What works well for us is picking, you click on browse, you pick demographics, you pick relationship status, and then you can find married in here. You could do it like that, or you could just type in married. And then you can see relationship status right there. See, now it knocked it down to 290,000. That's a nice audience. You can even just run it to that. But I'm going to go down one more level. So what this is saying, it's they're interested in home improvement, plus they're married, plus whatever I put here. So the last thing I'm going to do is demographics. So you click browse, demographics, education, education level. Now I only want people in college or that went to college. So college grad, doctorate, in college, in grad school, master's degree, associate's degree. Let's do that one too. So now it knocked it down to 160,000 people. So that's a nice sized audience. You know, they're either in college, they went to some type of college, they're married, plus they are interested in home improvement, and they're age 30 to 65 plus in this Tampa area. So that's a nice, very nice audience. Now as you scroll down more, you want to click for placements. Facebook's going to show this on everywhere platform and everything that they own. So you want to adjust that. So what you're going to do is click on manual placement, and you're going to get rid of some of these. Audience network is Facebook's partner sites, so get rid of that because it usually doesn't work that good. Messenger is inside a Messenger. Again, doesn't work the best, so you get rid of it. And then Facebook and Instagram. Facebook owns Instagram, so they do all their, all of Instagram's advertising is done through this platform. Now, on Facebook and Instagram, you just want to show it in the news feed. So when people are scrolling down, that's the news feed. That's really where you want to show it. You could do the marketplace too. That does work nicely sometimes. But for now, let's just get rid of everything else. So deselect it all. And deselect that. Oops. Deselect this. Deselect this. Get rid of that. So now it's only showing in the Facebook newsfeed and the Instagram newsfeed. So you have that. And then down here, optimization and delivery, you can select, instead of landing page views, select link clicks. So they're going to show it to, you're going to get charged every time someone clicks on the link. But again, they're still going to see your, there's, I guess, two objectives. One is to get people to your website, and the other is just so people see your ad. You just want them to see it in their newsfeed. So that's all set up. So let's just run through it real quick again. You're sending people to your website for $1 a day. Let's make that $3 a day. It's going to people in Tampa in this radius, 35 miles, age 30 to 65 plus, male and female. They're interested in home improvement, and they're married, and they have some type of college education. You're only going to show the ads in Facebook newsfeed and Facebook Instagram feed, and you are going to pay each time someone clicks on your ad. So there you go. So you can click out of that now. So that's good. So we did our campaign, sending traffic. We did our ad set level. We picked our audience. Now we want to create our ad. So you just click in here, click on edit. You might see an error here, but that's okay. It's going to go away. So you can name your ad, which we already did. Pick your Facebook page. If you have an Instagram page, pick that, because again, this is going to run on Instagram also. There's different ways you can create ads with a bunch of images, with video. To keep it simple, we're just going to create a single image ad. So keep that single image. Click on Add Media and then Add Image. Either upload a picture of the best post or project post. So, upload a picture of your post, or upload a picture of your project, and select that. So I'm going to do this one right here. So it's going to populate. So now Facebook might automatically crop it to a square. If they don't, you should do that. And the reason is because a square picture is going to take up more space on the newsfeed than a rectangular picture. So, you want to take up as much space as possible when someone's on their phone, because you want them to see your ad. You want it to stand out. So that's why I recommend always using square images. Now, you can click on Edit Image and Crop Image and kind of adjust where that square falls. So let's do that right here. Now you can see if it was rectangular, again, it's not going to be as big than is that square. And this doesn't really give it a good, it's not a good example to see how it is, but rectangular images, ads are smaller in size. So again, pick that square image. So there you go. There's a square image. Now you want to put some text above the ad, you want a headline below it, and then you want to put your website in there. So I'm going to I already created this. I'm going to take this from over here, pop that in, and I'll explain this all in a minute. I'm going to just do this. Alright, so the text that usually works the best is explaining the project and making it simple, making it, short. You don't want this super long, or you could test some long copy, but usually short works better. So here we installed this course for a family in Tampa that wanted to brighten up their kitchen. I did use an emoji because an emoji helps it look not as much like an ad, and it helps it stand out a little bit more. So again, even though we're creating ads, we really don't want them to look like ads, because you want them just to blend in as much as possible. So pop in an emoji if you can. And then here I said we even use it for their backsplash. Book a free virtual estimate with us today. So that's the text that's going to be above the ad. Now below is going to be a headline. Now this headline, this says free virtual estimate. You can see it down here. We'll look at the ad in a second. But you could put anything here. You could say learn more about us today. Look at view more of our projects today, contact us today, whatever you want to put there. But this, we're trying to push them to a virtual estimate. Now, you can see here, it's hard to see, but there's a line of text below that headline. To get rid of that, just go into this description box and click on the space bar. And that will get rid of that line of text. I like to do that because it makes it look more natural. It's just not as much in the ad. So I usually remove that. Again, you just go in here and click the space bar, and it'll get rid of that text. Now, website, you're going to pop in your website link. Again, sending them to a page where they could book an appointment with you would be a great option. So, if you could get that Calendly set it up on your website, send them to your website where they can just book that would be a nice option. It could help you get some appointments right now. And then right here is a call to action button. What you could do is, if you're doing the virtual estimates, you could do book now. You could do, sometimes we use get quote, get offer. If you have some type of offer right now, contact us. But test one of those. Book now does work nicely. So that's that. Don't worry about any of this. You should set up the Facebook pixel, but I'm not going to get into that right now because it's a little confusing. So let's just keep this simple. And there you go. You got your ad. So let's look at it. So just to run down real quick, you pick your Facebook page, you pick your Instagram page, you upload an image, you crop it square so it takes up more space. You put some text above it, put a little headline below it, click on the space bar here so it clears out that description below, pop your website in, and then pick a call to action button. So let's look at the ad. So here's the ad right here. This is how it's going to look on Facebook. This is how it will look on Facebook on a computer, desktop version, and this is on Instagram. So that's your ad right there. Now when you're done, you would just click review and publish, and then it's going to publish or add it. Usually right now with the coronavirus, it's taking a little bit longer to get your ads published, but could take a day, could take 2 days, could take an hour. And something else I wanted to show you is if you have a lot of good social media posts on your page, instead of creating the ad, you can actually go use existing post and then select a post, and you would select one of your ads. Oh, I'm sorry, one of your posts. So here's a post on my page, and then you don't have to type all that stuff in. But by doing it through Ads Manager, you have more control. I can pick my call to action button, although you could do that. You just have more control in Ads Manager. But if you have a lot of good Facebook posts, you can easily do this. Now, one more thing is, create one, let it run for a week, and then just start adding more. So to do that easily, this would be your first ad. You click on duplicate, click duplicate again. You name it something different, and then you either pick another post or you just create a whole nother ad. So that way you're running more than one ad, but it's only running off of this homeowner budget. So $3 a day. I think you can run 50 ads for one ad set. So you can run 50 ads for this $3 a day. That doesn't mean it's going to be $150. It's just going to spend $3 a day, and it's just going to rotate through all of your ads. I wouldn't recommend 50 on a $3 budget. That's just way too many. But you could definitely run a handful and see which one does better. Maybe one does better than the other. You really never know until you start running these ads. So that's how you set everything up. Let's go back here. So we went over Facebook. We did the virtual estimates. Here is the free COVID template. So this is a picture we'll send. You can use this as a social media post. And this is some copy that you can use. So what my clients are doing now, they're creating a post, letting the community know what's going on. Use this as, just a template, and then edit it as it fits for your business. But, what we did with one client, they used something like this. They used a picture, and then actually inside we promoted it, and we put it out to the community. One, to let the community know, and two, again, it's another way to market your business. It's weird to talk about that right now, but it's the truth. You want people to know what's going on about your business. This is the easiest way. It can be done for $3 a day, plus everyone's on it right now. So again, you want to take advantage of that. Now, so that's that. So just a recap, we'll send this video over. So I did this training live, but it was blurry, so I wanted to go back and redo it. So this is the same exact training that I did live. It's just I redid the whole thing. So that's this video, the virtual estimate blog. Send that out right here. And this will give you the whole process of doing the virtual estimates. So I'll send that over. The virtual estimate handout, we'll send this over right here. And then that COVID template and the image. So we're going to send that all over to you. Last thing is, we help kitchen bathroom modelers, countertop companies. This is basically all that we do. So book a strategy session. It's free. You can go right to my website right here. I use Calendly again. You can book a call and pick a date, pick a time that works for you. And again, I'll review your website. I'll review your business. We'll see what's going on right now, what your competitors are doing. You'll learn a ton. I like providing value, so you'll learn a ton on the call. I'll explain what I do. If I'm a good fit, then great. If not, that's okay. You'll still learn a ton on the call. So book a strategy session. We also are going to eventually roll out a do-it-yourself coaching program where it's a lot of training like this. I do these videos. I send them to you. You kind of do it yourself. And then once a month, we all, as a group, jump on a call and I answer your questions and help you with whatever it's going on. So that's about it. Again, this isn't live, so there's really no questions. But a couple of questions that people had, which were good. One question was, can you do this from a salesperson's account or someone in your office? No, you need to run your Facebook ads from a business page. So it has to be linked to a business page. So just like one of your sales reps, they can't run ads to try to get more leads. It has to be done through the business. You can set up an ad and promote them if you wanted to, or they can shoot a video or something, but it has to be run through your business. Another question that we got was a good free tool to create pictures. If you want to do more than just a straight picture of a project, Canva.com is a fantastic program. I use the paid version. You can use the free version. If you go to my Instagram account, you can see all of these pictures were created from Canva. So I highly recommend them. Again, I do use the paid account, but for years I used the free account, and you can definitely use that. So I'm trying to think of the other questions. I think that was it. A couple of questions. Oh, there's another question. Can you target a county? And you can. So if you want to target a county, you would just go to your targeting here. And I'm going to type in Suffolk County because I'm from Long Island. That's really the only county I know off the top of my head. Actually, I'm in Connecticut, and there's Fairfield County. So if I put Fairfield County, there you go. So this is Fairfield County in Connecticut. Again, it's just going to show the pin right here, but it is targeting the whole county. So you could put counties in there. I do like to do the radius targeting. I find that works best. But test it out. See what works for you. What was the other question? Was, are we going to send this stuff out? Yes, you're going to get all of this, the replay or this video, the estimate blog, and the handout, and the templates. So you'll get all of that. And I think that was it. I don't think there were any other questions that we had from the live training. So check this out. Again, I apologize for that. The blurry, I don't know if it could have been anything. It could have been an internet connection. It could have been the platform we use. I don't really know why it was blurry, but I'm happy that I could get this out to you. It should be a nice clean version, and you could follow through it, everything and go through it. And if you have any questions, email me, steve@hayremodelers.com. I'm happy to help you out. Do this stuff all day long. So if you have any questions, reach out. And that's about it. Talk to y'all soon.